Rachel Pupazzoni, of course, is also in Sydney there. Rachel, good morning. So whereabouts are you today?
Good morning, Virginia. I'm also in Martin Place, but further away towards the western end of Martin Place. It covers a number of blocks. The Lindt Cafe is a few blocks behind me. You may also see behind me, Virginia, people lining up to buy flowers to pay tribute. This is a flower seller that was setting up when we were here about 5 o'clock this morning. He hasn't even been able to unload all of his truck. People have been lining up for a few hours now. He's actually almost out of flowers. People obviously very keen to pay their respects and lay flowers as a tribute to everyone who's been impacted and suffered in this horrible incident.
A really horrible incident. The city getting back to normal, as you've been saying this morning. So are all trains operating now? Are all streets open or still some closures?
Things are getting back to normal. People are definitely coming back to work. Martin Place train station is still closed, but it will be open at 10 a.m. this morning, so it'll be opened in a couple of hours. Wynyard Station is the next closest, and that is a little way that way. So there's a lot of people coming off the train there, and we're seeing a steady stream of people this morning. We've spoken to a number of people who are getting back to work, obviously very affected by what is happening, what has happened here in Sydney, but saying that we must all continue with our lives, and that's what people are doing clearly today. A lot of people walking around in their suits. I saw people going for a run this morning, riding to work, that sort of thing. Roads that were closed are slowly being opened. Yesterday the police opened Elizabeth Street, Macquarie Street and Hunter Street, and of course that area near the Lindt Cafe does remain a crime scene, so that's still closed, that particular area.
Okay, so that's still blocked off at the moment. And of course, that astonishing floral tribute that we're seeing this morning, Rachel, which is so beautiful and so affecting, I guess that creates its issues as well for access through Martin Place.
I'm sorry, Virginia, I missed that.
That creates issues as well for access through Martin Place for those people returning to work. There are parts of Martin Place that are a little difficult to access because of the floral tribute.
That's right. The flowers are covering a large area of Martin Place. As I mentioned, I'm not actually in that particular area, but from what I can tell, it will be covered by flowers. There were countless flowers there this morning, but people still making their way through, obviously now that Martin Place is open, and making their way to their various office places, and most of them stopping by to lay tribute on their way to work.
Thanks so much, Rachel. We'll come back to you a little later in the program. Michael Rowland, as we were mentioning earlier, is right there at that floral